We're going to talk about rope climb today. I see a lot of people struggling with rope climb. They don't know foot technique. They complain that they don't have a rope to climb anywhere around, which is true. A lot of people don't have a rope to climb. I just want you to know this rope came from Home Depot. It was like $1.20 a foot. I bought 25 foot so it would go all the way up to the top, but I didn't need 25 foot because to begin with I was taking it to like the park, to the playground, or just tied around a tree, or even in the gym around the pull-up bars or the frame of the machines at the gym. Anything sturdy that you can hook it to. So I made a loop and then clamped it so I could just loop it over anything I want to loop it over. I don't care how you affix it, just so it's not going to fall with you, but get enough that you can tie to maybe your pull-up bar at home, playground, pull-up bar at the gym, something that you can transport with you everywhere you go, and let this be your BFF. Right now I'm going to show you how to loop it around and use your pull-up bar, and we're going to work on a couple of different techniques, the J hook and the S hook. So pretend this is my pull-up bar at home or at the gym, which I'm at the gym, so I guess it is at the gym, right? I'm just going to loop this thing around and tie it so it doesn't go anywhere. So there, whoop, whoop, it's tied. We're at home, it's tied, however you want to do it, I don't care. But I saw this technique last week and I loved it. I'd been using just arms, but then I saw someone do it with the pull-up bar. This is actually going to make it easier and let you focus on your feet more. So we're just going to use the pull-up bar instead of the rope to begin with. So this is baby step number 1. We're just focused on our feet. So probably the easiest for people to get is the S hook, and that's because it feels more secure. The rope is landing on top of your foot. So what you do is you straddle the rope, take whichever leg you want and wrap it around, and you need to shimmy it so that that rope, all the slack gets down. You don't want to have your knee up and then there'd be that much rope hanging down. So make sure it's shimmied down. My knee's going to step high. I'm going to use the pull-up bar. Clamp your feet really tight and then stand up. So I really want to know that my feet are doing the work, and then of course later we'll work on climbing all the way up. So that's all you need to do. Repetitive motion. Work on those feet. So we're not thinking about arms right now, we're just thinking about feet. Shimmy that rope down, clamp, stand. And just do that as part of your workout. You're getting a little bit of a pull-up in there too, so that helps. It's like an assisted pull-up. So now J hook, we're gonna work on J hook. So you come up to the rope and you can either stand beside it, or I like to come up to it and kick it. So my knee's on the outside, my foot's on the inside. So I think kick and scoop are the 2 words I use. So you kick it, holding onto the pull-up bar again. Now, this is the tricky part. You got to take the other foot underneath, you can't see it, and scoop, and you see it makes that J. My knees are up high, all I do is stand up. And then I do it again. Repetitive motion, kick, scoop. Just keep doing that. The more comfortable you get with your feet doing the work, the faster you'll be able to get up that rope, because it's not about the arms. However, you do need to be able to hold on. So that's baby step number 1. Baby step number 2, it's still on your pull-up bar, not anything fancy, not hanging 25 foot from a tree. We're going to do rope. So we've got to work on our grip strength. 2 things we can do here, or 1 thing we can do to really prep for that, just hold on and do knee raises as part of your exercise. That's going to help build your grip strength. Just hold on, pull your knees up, because that's that repetitive motion. So instead of the pull-up bar this time, we're going to hold on to the rope, practice our S hook, whichever we choose. You don't have to do both, but it's good to learn both in case you get into a bind. S hook, knees are bent, stand up. Do that again. You can let them rest. Wrap it around, knees up, you shimmy that rope down, step on it, stand up. Again, same thing with the J hook. Kick and scoop. Kick. My knee's on the outside, my foot's on the inside. That foot's going to come right underneath. Step on it. Stand up. Now another alternative to that J hook is to wrap that foot on top as well. I don't do that, it's another step. I'm fine without it, but some people feel more secure pulling that rope right on top and then clamping. Same technique, it's just one little extra step. All right, so I'm going to take the rope down now. So you've got that from the pull-up bar, you've got that from the rope still from your pull-up bar. You've practiced that technique. If that's all you can do, you get to the race and that's the only time you get a chance to climb the rope. Climb the rope in the festival area, in the SGX court. Go in there and practice it when you get there, if that's the only time you can get to a big rope. But if not, you've got your foot technique and you're ready to go. So now we're going to go all the way up. I'm going to use the J technique, and then I'll let Shannon show you the S hook, because that's what you use, right?
Yes, ma'am.
She's going to do the S hook. So, that knee raise that I was talking about, watch that as I go up. Watch my feet. So I pull my knees up, clamp, stand up, and then I'll walk my hands up. My body is stretched out as much as it possibly can. Hold on tight, pull your knees up, clamp, stand up. So your knees and legs are doing the work. I'm just standing up. And then to get down, you just separate your feet just a little bit and slowly lower. You don't ever want to drop to the ground. And that's it for the J hook going all the way up. I'll let Shannon show you the S hook. So press pause for a second. It's only been since Sunday, right?
I skipped the rope Sunday.
The rope Sunday was very slick. All right, so see, your knee is up high. All that slack of the rope is down whenever you're ready. Clamp really tight. Pull those knees up as high as you can. There you go, good. There you go, very good. And one more pull and she's there. Very good. Only thing I don't like about the S hook is it wraps around your leg and can give you a little bit more rope burn. That's why she's got that blue tape around her ankle there. So you figure out what works. Long socks, whatever works. So that's the rope climb technique. I'm going to check this out. Let's see if this is going to help. And if you have any questions, always feel free to ask. If you want to see how I've got that thing affixed up there, see what kind of loop you think you need to make to use it all the time, then please inbox me. And happy rope climbing. Okay, one thing I didn't talk about is gloves. Shannon's going to show you some gloves. These are just garden gloves with the fingers cut out, but they're really tight. They're not cheap garden gloves, but they're really tight. They got the rubbery, corrugated rubber. And if you use gloves, this would be the kind to use, but I wouldn't use them for the whole race. But it does help grab the slippery rope sometimes. So I'm going to let her climb one more time and see if that feels any better. And you can just do a couple of pulls or you can go all the way up. Pull those knees up high. There you go. Now, do you feel like you've got more of a grip?
A little bit, yeah. There's a difference.
So if the rope is either really dry, sometimes I suffer with that. If my hands are dry and the rope is dry, if that's the case and you don't have gloves, spit works just fine. Hate to tell you. But otherwise, I'm not an advocate of gloves, but for rope climb and Hercules hoist and maybe sled drag, those are pretty darn good. All right, the end.